Yay, good morning, good day, good evening.
Good day.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to the experiment, folks. Thanks for being here. Ooh, this is so thrilling. I would be here for the next hour, whether you showed up or not. It is way more fun to me that you are here. Oh my gosh. Here's how the experiment works. It is all about feeling your feelings starting right now. And for some of you, that may seem bizarre, and others of you, not so bizarre. That is the only thing the experiment is ever about, is feeling your feelings starting right now. The next hour will be weird. It will be weird for several reasons. Reason number one is there is no way you can do it wrong. Absolutely impossible to do it wrong. That's probably true about every hour of your life. You just don't realize it. No one's telling you that. So reason number one, the next hour is weird. You cannot do it wrong. When we talk about feeling your feelings and what the next hour is about, um, it is not about expressing your feelings. You don't even have to have a cry or a laugh or a yell or a scream or an anything. You might, but it is not required. It's not about naming your feelings. You don't have to give them a name, sad, happy, Fred, Ted. Nothing like that is required. It might happen, but it's not required. It's not about finding your feelings. You don't have to go looking for them. The cool, wild thing is they are always available to you right here. You don't have to know what they are. You don't have to give them a name. You don't have to know what they are. Is this anxiety? Is this anger, etc.? You don't have to know what it is. And you don't have to know why they're here. Feelings just show up. And the cool thing is they show up perfectly on time. The very next feeling you have is the most perfect one for you to feel. This next hour is weird because it's not about finding the shape or the feeling or the essence or even where the feeling is in your body. It might not even be in your body. It might be around your body in what I call the BO zone. So in that area around you where if you have BO, people might be able to smell it. Your feelings might be out there. I do have notes here. I think the setup is very important. It is simply about feeling your feelings. I have this set up so you can only see me because I want you to have the experience of not feeling like you have to perform for anyone, including me. Some of you are sharing your faces, some of you are not. I love it when people share their faces because I get a little more energy, but it is not required. It's not required that you do that. Um, it's simply, this whole thing is simply an opportunity to feel what is here. Those of you who chose to show your face after I said that, I am grateful. But again, not required that you do so. Um, the experiment and feeling your feelings and the next hour is not a discipline. This is another thing that's weird about the experiment. So, for example, I will be inviting you very soon, well, actually, I already have, to feel your feelings. If you feel a feeling for a millisecond and then a new one shows up, perfect. If you feel it for 10 seconds and a new one shows up, perfect. It's not about having to stay with a feeling or wrestle a feeling to the ground or pin it to the ground. What I find when I try to pin my feelings to the ground, they just wrestle me and now they've pinned me to the ground. So it's not a discipline. You do not have to stick with one or stay with one. Here's the other thing that's weird about the next hour. Even though we're all about our feelings, our thoughts are going to show up. We don't need to ignore our thoughts, name our thoughts, shame our thoughts, send our thoughts away. Our thoughts are simply a tray that the feelings are arriving on. So your thoughts are here, they're serving you. Your work is simply to feel the feelings that come with thoughts. And if you don't have thoughts, that's fine too. It's truly and only about the feelings. This is also for big feelings, little feelings, important feelings, petty feelings, neutral feelings. This isn't only about the feelings of that time when you got pushed over on your bike when you were 7 years old coming home from the pool by a bully. It's also about your feeling about people zipper merging or not zipper merging, people waiting at stoplights until everybody else goes, even though they had the right to go. It's about all the feelings, all of the feelings. It's even about the feelings you have about your feelings. Here's the other thing that's weird, and then I'll stop telling you what's weird and we'll just dig in. So, my most perfect scenario is this: I make an invitation to you to feel your feelings, and it is so groovy and it is so amazing or so intriguing or so terrifying or so whatever it is that you don't want to come back and listen to me, and that you just stay with the feelings that come to you and just hang out in that in a groovy way for about 45 minutes. That may or may not happen for you. So here's my first and only to do here is please set a timer for 10 minutes to the next hour. Because at that point, I would like to conclude our time together. I would like to get you back into a space to go back to whatever is the next thing that your calendar is telling you to show up for. So please set a timer for 10 minutes to the next hour. And when that happens, please come back to this space. But in a moment here, I'm going to invite you to run an experiment. And then I'm going to invite you to turn the volume down on me so that you can run that experiment for as long as feels right for you. Some folks who have come to the experiment go off and start an experiment. They run it for about 30 seconds. They feel so deeply uncomfortable that they're like, screw this. I'm turning the volume back up. I can't wait to the next one. Others run the experiment for about the amount of time that I say, and they're so darn curious. They come back and they want to see. And everybody else has some sort of experience somewhere in between that. So if you come and go throughout this time, that is a-okay. And of course, my dream scenario is that I say maybe only about 30 more seconds of stuff, and then you just want to hang with yourself and your feelings. So that's the setup for our time. Let me give you a little bit more. I will be inviting you to run an experiment. I will tell you how long the invitation is for. Whoever comes back with me after that amount of time, there'll be a chance to share your experience. It is not required. There'll be a chance to ask questions. It is not required. Then I will make another invitation to run an experiment. I will tell you how long the experiment will do, and we will simply rinse and repeat that until the time that everybody's timers go off and we have about 10 minutes left. If you work in an office or a home where people walk by, they're going to look at you and you're going to look weird for the next hour. So I guess that's one last weird thing. You're going to just be sitting probably with your eyes closed or staring out the window or something like that. Even though it won't look productive, my prediction is this will be the most or one of the most productive hours of your day. So here we go. Here's the first invitation. I invite you, let's see. We'll see what comes up. I invite you to, oh, I already said this. We'll try this. Okay. I invite you to feel your feelings, feel whatever you happen to feel in your body or the BO area. Again, for those of you who have ever hung out with me for more than 12 minutes, you know, inside I'm truly a 12-year-old boy. So that's how I describe things, right? The area around you, you can include that someone might smell your BO or whatever is showing up. I invite you to simply feel whatever shows up. If what shows up is confusing or weird, or you feel like you're doing it wrong, awesome. Feel the feeling of doing it wrong. If then you feel like, oh, I'm doing it right, awesome. Feel the feeling of doing it right. Simply feel whatever shows up. And we're just going to feel, again, the BO area. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to just feel that space around you, feel that space around you. So now is my first invitation to turn the volume down on me and feel the feeling of that BO area for 3 minutes. Here we go. Go ahead and turn the volume down. That was our time. For those of you who have the volume up, please either wave at me or raise your Zoom hand. Good. Thank you. Yay. Yay. Anyone else have something they want to share from that one? And again, not required, just a chance or a question. Hmm. Okay. Awesome. I always have to wait a little longer than I think I should. Okay, beautiful. And I'm not trying to wait you out. I'm not saying the words if you want to, and then just waiting to make you all feel uncomfortable. I'm just waiting to see. Okay, that was round one of running an experiment. Let's try another one. This is simply an invitation. And I will always make an invitation to try what I'm offering. And the fact is, the only invitation I'm really giving you is to feel whatever happens to show up. That's the only thing the experiment is feel whatever shows up. One way I like to think of the experiment is that our emotions have perfectly lined themselves up. So the next one in line is the next right one to feel. And then when that one has been fully felt, it integrates into you. And then there's a new one right there to feel. And then that one integrates into you. And then the next one and the next one. They are good at lining themselves up. So I'm going to make an invitation to you. But if whatever I invite you to do just feels like a dead end or weird, just go with whatever feeling happens to show up next, because that next one is the next perfect feeling to feel. And the feeling might be, Sarah described that wrong. Great. Feel whatever that is. Or I don't get this. Great. Feel whatever that is. Or this is really hard. Awesome. Feel whatever that is. And you're only feeling it. You don't have to give it a name or not a name or tell it to go away or decide it's a dumb feeling or anything like that. So here's my next invitation to you. And it's always two invitations. It's either follow my invitation or go with whatever you have. Feel whatever you're feeling in your body. Most people have some aches and pains or tensions or discomforts. If you don't have that, but you have something else, cool. Feel what that is. We're going to do that for 4 minutes. Feel whatever is there. One trick in this is if it's hard for you to access whatever that feeling is, you might give it a name. It's an ache. Okay, cool. Ache about that ache. Or it might feel like tension. Tension about the tension. It might feel like pain about the pain. We're feeling about our feelings in the experiment. We can do that inside of actual like feelings of pain, tension, looseness, comfort, relaxation. Relax about the relaxation. Let's give it a try. I'll give you 4 minutes. You're going to wander around your body, is my prediction. Go ahead and wander. Whatever, once you're done feeling whatever's there, a new one will show up. Feel that one. When that one's done, a new one will show up and feel that one. We'll do 4 minutes. Now is your invitation to turn the volume down and feel what you're feeling. That's our time. For those of you who are back, is there anyone who wants to share a question that they have or an experience they want to share from that one? You can show me with your Zoom hand or your waving hand. That's so funny. I hope we're not having an inside joke here from everybody else, right? These other things show up and there's feelings around them. That's a beautiful invitation. Feel that. Yes. Thank you. Oh, the
Thank you, Sarah.
beautiful metaphor of it being construction. Ooh.
Ah,
Oh, how fun. Yes. Feel the feeling of whatever shows up. Oh, amazing. Time check. Okay. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Here's an invitation. Here's the next invitation. Riffing on the construction, um, whatever's around you, whether it's a banana or a picture or a sound or whatnot, um, try playing with the thought. A part of me, fill in the blank, is sitting on my desk. A part of me is knocking down a wall. And it doesn't really matter what you name what the thing is doing, right? Just whatever comes into your mind. A part of me is under construction. A part of me is hanging um, from macrame. A part of me is on my foot. Whatever that thing is, just look or listen. A part of me, fill in the blank with whatever comes. If it's a fan, a part of me is revolving. And then feel that part of you. That is, however you filled in the blank. Don't put any extra effort into how you fill in the blank. That's not really important. Just look or hear something, say, a part of me is, fill in the blank, and then feel that until you're done feeling it. And then a part of me, the next one, and the next one, and the next one. We're going to play this experiment for 5 minutes. A part of me, fill in the blank. Don't give it too much effort, what the fill in the blank is, and then feel that. Of course, if this doesn't work, just feel whatever's showing up. Oh, this is a dumb exercise. Great. Feel that. I'm spending too much time naming the thing. Great. Feel that. But the invitation is a part of me is fill in the blank with whatever comes and then feel that part. We're going to try this experiment for 5 minutes. Mm. That was 5 minutes. If people share on this one, please feel what they're saying. Feel the feelings around what they're saying. Who has something, a question or something like they'd like to share from that experiment? Fun. Anyone else, a question or an experience they'd like to share? It's 10:30 in the morning and now a part of me is at happy hour. Perhaps a part of many of you is at happy hour and can now speak fluent German too. How fun. Mm, mm. Um, let's see. What do we have next? Ooh, this is so fun. Okay. What do we have next? Ooh, okay. Here's the next invitation. Again, there are always two invitations. One is go with whatever shows up. That's the only invitation. And here's one to try on. Identify something you would like to fix. It might be a disorganized drawer or a broken chair or a situation in your life or the shape of your abs or your hair or whatever. Find something you would like to fix and feel it, not with the goal of fixing it. The only fix is to feel in this experiment. So identify something you'd like to fix and feel it. And I don't want you to feel it in its fixed state, at least as the beginning of your invitation. Feel it in its current state. So something you would like to fix and simply feel it as it is today. And it could be a thing, a physical thing you can touch, or a concept, whatever it might be, something you'd like to fix. Simply feel it. We're going to do a shorter one. We're going to go back to a shorter one, a 3-minute invitation to feel something you'd like to fix or feel whatever shows up. 3 minutes. Go ahead and turn the volume down on me. That was time. For those of you who are back, who has a question or something they'd like to share about that one? Ooh, wow. Thank you for sharing that. I have to stop and feel the things you guys say sometimes because it just blows my mind. So actually, I want to stop and feel them all, but then I feel like a weirdo and then I go into that. But whatever, someday I'll get over feeling like a weirdo here. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. One thing I'm curious about, and I'd love to hear in the comments or by raising a hand, how many of you on the call today are just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till this hour is over. This is complete torture. Get me out of here. And you can either do a, if you prefer to do that not publicly, you can do it in the chat to me privately. I just want to get a sense for where people are on the call. And I put a whole bunch of dramatic words to it. Like, how many of you feel like you're really struggling? And then I'd love to hear again, chat privately to me or publicly. How many of you are feeling like either medium, like, oh, this is stuff is happening, or like, whoa, this is a powerful experience. So just looking for feedback from where people are. You can say powerful or medium or torture. It doesn't matter what other people say. Go ahead and share your experience. Awesome. Thank you for those of you sending feedback directly or in the chat for everybody. Yeah, for those of you in the US, it was a long weekend for some of us, just because of a holiday or maybe for other reasons. Awesome. Thank you, folks. Thank you. I'm still learning. I'm learning with you. I'm experimenting with you. Okay, we have 7 minutes till your timers go off. Let's do at least one more experiment. I would love to. Okay, checking in. Okay. Ah, yes. So, oh, beautiful. Let's do this invitation. Here's the invitation. Always the only one is feel whatever's showing up. And here's the invitation. Let me look at the time. Okay. Feel your to-do list and your meetings for the rest of the week. Feel them. Whatever shows up, feel that one until it goes away and then feel the next one. My guess is there's a never-ending list there. And if you run out of stuff for this week, go ahead and feel the weekend. And if you run out of the weekend, feel next week. Feel your to-do list, feel your projects, feel your meetings, feel all of those things that are living in your calendar and on your to-do list. We will do 4 minutes on that invitation. And of course, the only invitation is feel what is coming, what you're feeling. Go ahead and turn the volume down. Okay, that was time. Who has questions or experiences from feeling your to-do list and your Monday and the rest of your week? Mm, thank you for that. I don't want to make a rule that doing the experiment leads to freedom because I don't know if it's guaranteed or required. And it is my experience. And those two sharing throughout this call today are pointing me to that is the experience others are having. And by freedom, I mean um, more quiet between the ears, more perspective. I don't think it's a requirement, but it does seem to be a side effect. Clarity. Thank you. Yeah. Maybe the experiment is a pill that comes with some nice side effects. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I'm hearing some of that. My guess is all your timers have gone off sometime in the last 60 seconds. We're at that part where we're going to uh, conclude our time together. So, any other questions or experiences you would like to share, either from this most recent experiment or any of the others today? All right. Here's the last thoughts. And again, please feel what I'm saying. Please listen. Please hear the words and feel it. This is an experiment too, right? Feeling what you're hearing. So with the experiment, there is no practice and there is no discipline. This is not something you have to do. This is something you are invited to. The world is a constant invitation to run an experiment. Living your life is a nonstop invitation to run an experiment. What shows up in the world? Good, bad, neutral, bitter, sweet, is an invitation to run an experiment. The experiment is open 24/7 for you. My invitation to you is to not see it as a practice or a discipline or a to-do. It's something that's available and will invite you in. If you respond to the little invitations, it will be thrilled. If you ignore a bunch of the little ones, it'll give you a big one. Whether it's construction or, something breaking or falling on your head. Just a reminder, your job is not to pin your feelings down or to name them. Your job is not to know why they're there or what they are. It's simply to feel what is there and what's available. Your job is not to fix anything in the experiment. It's simply to feel what is there. For some people, running experiments all the time feels like too much. Don't do it. Simply notice, oh, that was an invitation. Oh, that was an invitation. Oh, the way my kid just talked to me, another invitation. Oh, that to-do list, an invitation. Oh, that surprise birthday party, an invitation. Oh, that unexpected gift, an invitation. Oh, that check in the mail I didn't see coming, another invitation. If running experiments throughout your day and your week is too much or just isn't happening, simply notice all the invitations you get. Oh, there was another one, another one, another one. You will notice changes in your life as you run experiments. You will likely even notice changes in your life as you just notice invitations to run experiments. Please keep track of that. One side effect of running experiments that I've noticed is our egos don't like it very much. And they're going to want to tell you that you're doing something silly. So please catch the evidence. You might not be the first person to notice the evidence that the experiment is working in your life. It might be other people. It might be someone saying, gosh, you look like you lost weight, even though you haven't. Or you have a cooler head. Or you ask them a question that really boggles their mind. This is the evidence I'm talking about. There will be changes around you that others might be more likely to notice, but you certainly will notice it. Please keep track of your evidence. I have created a Marco Polo group where the members show up and they share their evidence in Marco Polo. I love Marco Polo because you're videotaping yourself for others to hear and experience you. But in my experience, when I'm leaving a video, I'm also it gives me a chance to see and hear myself. If you're interested in being part of that Marco Polo group, please send me an email here with your phone number, your cell phone number. The only way I know to invite you is by cell phone. So please, if that would be helpful to you, I find it helpful to do this in a group. That's why I do this on a call. Let me know. These are free groups, just like this. I also have another Marco Polo group. If you would like an invitation approximately once a day throughout the week to run an experiment, let me know that. So you can either be in the evidence Marco Polo group or the invitation Marco Polo group. This is also free. I'm just offering this up as an invitation throughout the week. If you think if this was valuable for you and you think it might be valuable for someone else, please tell them about this. On my website, let's see if I can get this right. Just send them. Oh, thank you, Becky. The experiment. I'm trying to make that website be a little more clear about explaining what the hell we're doing here, even though it's tricky to explain. I recently said to Becky, it's like you come and we do a little bit of gummy bear and then we do some rainbow and then Care Bear happens. It's like, how do you explain it? But anyway, I'm trying to explain it well on the website. Da, 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 da. I'm also putting together some experiences, like actual in-person experiences. So if you have any interest in that, let me know and I'll make sure you're on the list to know about that. The experiment is teaching me how to host it and how to facilitate it. And these are the things that are coming up. So thank you for being here. Oh, wow. We just got 3 minutes back in our day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's so, I don't even have the word for what it's like to hang out with you at this hour. And I really, really appreciate you being here. Happy experimenting or sad experimenting, whatever. Experiment away. Thanks for being here.